Hello and Assalamualaikum. I'm going to do my presentation related with data breach in end user devices. So when we're talking about data breach targeting personal and devices, personal user devices, we are referring to any personal device such as our laptop, tablet, or maybe the one that we always use, which is smartphone. So the methods that expose victim like us is malware, phishing, and also they are intentionally method that expose user to any database, which is vulnerabilities or physical theft. So the impacts of this will lead to identity theft, financial loss, and also account compromise. Okay, so I have insert few root cause and also together with remediation step, highlighting the type of attacks that commonly faced by user. So the first one is phishing and social engineering. I believe this is common attack by attackers. So how does this happen? When user like us will receive unknown emails or messages from unknown senders. So commonly this type of emails, they will like fish us, try to manipulate user to click a link, and this link will redirect user to this fake login page. So when user insert their credential details such as username and password at the fake login page, so the attackers will get the details. So once attacker get the details, they have the privilege to log in to the real account, and they have the privilege to perform any action that will impact the user. So the impact is credential theft and also account takeover. So what is the mitigation step for phishing and social engineering? Okay, basically when you receive unknown emails from unknown senders, there are few third-party checkers that can help you identify the sender lah. So for example, like I state here, VirusTotal, or the other tool is Have I Been Pawned. So in my next slide, I already attached the example email of the result. So when you go to this website, this is the example of the result, which is I use my own email. So the first have I been pawned is to identify, have my email been breached? Because if yes, then I need to take action taken such as update my password or something. So for the VirusTotal, you can identify the domain used by the sender. Is it malicious or is it not? Is it legit or is it not legit? Let's move on to root cause number 2, which is malware and ransomware. So malware and ransomware is commonly related to any IP addresses, malicious IP addresses, malicious spy hash, and malicious domain. So how does user like us can be exposed to malware or ransomware? So as I stated here, commonly we were accidentally exposed to malicious compromised websites or malicious attachment or links. So how does this happen? So when user, for example, we download a game, right? So actually in that game, you download from a non-legit website, and then it's when you download the packages, it's accidentally inserted the malicious files, which is executable file, into your personal laptop. So when it's done downloaded, the personal devices will run, which is will affect and spread malware in your laptop. That's why when you want to download something, go to some legit websites, not random website. And last but not least, we have root cause number 3, which is when user use weak password or authentication for their personal account. Okay, we commonly heard about brute force, right? So brute force credentials happen. Okay, brute force credentials happen when attackers, they commonly use this boot to keep probing the account, the user account, using, they have their own database, you know, they have their own database with their own credentials that store maybe the old credential or something, and then we use this boot to keep attempting brute force at the login page using the user credentials. That's why every time you want to create login, every time you want to create account, you need to use a strong password, the complicated password. Also, make sure you enable your 2MFA. This is for your own account safety. If you work in any organization, what you need to do, the first thing, if you realize that your personal devices have been exposed to any malware or any data breach, the first one is disconnect from the internet. Because let's say I accidentally download malware right in my laptop, so that malware, it indirectly have access to any other devices that connected to me, such as my office mate. So the first thing I need to do is disconnect from internet, so that malware will stop working. Second, you may send your devices to scan for malware. Commonly, organization will have their tools, sandboxing tools or anything to scan for malware, or maybe they have WeSecure or any EDR. And last but not least, you can also perform change password for your account, which is the one that you believe were exposed. Or to be safe, all your account. You need to update your password, enable to MFA, and make sure you have you using strong and unique password. This one is only for additional, which is EDR2. So what is EDR? EDR is endpoint detection and response, which is commonly organization that will install EDR, such as WeSecure, Sophos, CrowdStrike. So how this EDR working? They will 24 hours monitor the organization network. So let's say a user, Ali, accidentally visit malicious website and download unwanted file. So once the downloading process ongoing, EDR will detect, immediately block the action, terminate the file. And also let's say user successfully download something malicious, the EDR also can perform containment, which is they will quarantine the file, quarantine the file hash, quarantine the action, and block the action, sorry.